Hey guys, James from HitScan here, and I just finished watching the EA Play presentation and wanted to talk a little more about the Battlefield Portal reveal. There was a press event that gave some more info and offered a Q&A, so I wanted to mention some of the things that might not have been fully covered in the public event that was just shown. I've also got a round of Battlefield 4 I played earlier today in the background. It's pistol only on Operation Locker. So, Battlefield Portal. It'll feature updated content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, and obviously Battlefield 2042. Notably absent from here, Battlefield 1 stuff won't be in here, so no World War 1 weapons, vehicles, that sort of stuff. No 2142 in here, which is a bit of a disappointment, but I bet that's probably where they're going to go after 2042, so I can kind of understand that. Maybe we'll see it a little bit further down the line. You can create custom servers and modes here. So this is done through builder tools and a logic editor. So it'll allow you to mix and match content from each of the previously mentioned Battlefield titles. So you can throw in, weapons from Battlefield 1942 on Battlefield 3 classes with Bad Company 2 vehicles. You can just go wild with this stuff. And at launch, they'll have the 7 all-out warfare maps from Battlefield 2042. So these are the big up to 128 player maps. They'll be available straight away from launch, as will 6 updated classic maps. So these are bringing back fan favorites like Caspian Border and El Alamein. So these maps obviously haven't originally been built for older titles and now being updated in this new engine. They'll feature things like destructible environment that they didn't originally have. You'll also be able to build your own custom map in the sense that you can pick out a small section of these maps and make a sort of close quarter scenario type of deal, which would be great for things like a pistol only game like we've got going on here. You can't, however, update or edit any of the geometry on the maps. You'll also be able to use many of the vehicles and weapons, as I mentioned before, from older titles. So I'm going to show those here now in a few graphics, and you can just take a look and see, there's a lot of stuff here, and it's great to see some of the old weapons back. It looks like there might be a M16A3 from Battlefield 3. Hopefully that's not as ridiculously unbalanced as it was back then. The tools are purely web-based. You don't even need a copy of the game. You just need an EA account, and you can go online and start building your own server scenario, essentially. The tools will enable you to pick and choose exactly what you want in your scenario. So, as I mentioned before, you'll be able to pick which weapons and teams you'll want. But you'll also be able to block certain classes, weapons, gadgets, and vehicles. You can just go crazy with this. Once built and shared, the map will generate some relevant tags so that it can be easily found on the portal. But it will also, kind of Super Mario Maker style, generate you an alphanumeric code that you can share as well. So it'll make it much easier for you and your friends to find your server. DICE promised to not only create their own custom scenarios that they'll sort of rotate round periodically, but they'll also highlight some of their favorites from the communities. So that'll be great to see. Lots of options there available straight away as soon as you jump onto the portal without even having to make your own scenario. You might find something there that's perfect and you don't even need to dive into this. There will be free dedicated servers hosted by EA, so all of these scenarios that you'll make will be hosted by EA. Now, there's been no mention quite how this will work when the servers are empty, whether they'll stay up for a period of time or shut down once they're empty and wait for you to start the scenario back up. No mention of that, so can't tell you an awful lot about that. Hopefully we'll hear something more in the coming months. There is crossplay enabled, and interestingly, you can even turn aim assist off within the logic editor, which is great for those PC players getting sick of being aimbotted in close range by the aim assist. And the last thing to mention here is that progression is enabled in these servers, but DICE have an automatic algorithm that will flag and unrank servers that have XP exploits in them. So you can't just, you know, set up an M60 in front of a spawn and then just hold left mouse for XP, which is great to see, to be honest with you. It's nice to have custom servers that can be ranked and can also have some of these cool custom builds. So that's everything, really, that I can see that sort of wasn't mentioned there. I'd definitely go and check out a VOD of the stream if you can. I know IGN and Giant Bomb were streaming it over there. You can probably catch it from whatever EA were streaming it on Twitch. You'll see the gameplay there looks fantastic. Weird hit markers, though. They kind of look a little odd. Kind of like Warface hit markers, which I'm not crazy about, but hey ho. Yeah, go and check that out. And for any more content from us, you know where to find us. HitScan.co.uk. Don't forget to drop us a like if you like this type of content, and subscribe if you want to see more from us. Thanks very much, guys. See you in the next one.